Yo, every Wednesday night, you better tune in tight at 7 p.m. CST. We bring in that insight. Halas Hall Report, best podcast in the game. Stats and facts, you'll remember the name. Host Ken Dub got the knowledge on lock. Co-host Woody, the Bear fan, talking all that talk. 3 Bear fans chilling, opinions on the side. We're here for the love, riding that Bear pride. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the skies. Lions think they're fierce with Dan Campbell's call, but all that greed ain't gonna help them at all. Same old story, we know how it goes. They just can't compete, everybody knows. Minnesota Vikings always talking smack, but when it's game day, they ain't got the knack. Sitting on the couch while we're making a stand. Over here in Chi-Town, we're the best in the land. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the skies. Packer fans yell blow pack blow, but can't see the truth. We're stealing the show. Rivalry heated, but we stay real cool. Halas Hall Report, yeah, that's the rule. With every episode, we build that hype. Stats and team news, we got the right type. Fan base strong, we ain't looking back. 2025, it's a win and attack. So gather round fans, put your hands in the air. Every Wednesday night, we're breathing that bear. Join the revolution, watch the magic unfold. Halas Hall Report, we're breaking the mold. Halas Hall, we break it down right. Join us on the journey from day to night. Blue and orange army taking over the scene. 2025's the year, know what we mean. Bear fans unite, it's our time to rise. Sunday mornings, pre-game vibes in the sky. So mark your calendars, don't miss a beat. Every Wednesday night, Halas Hall can't be beat. Stats, facts, team news on deck. Halas Hall Report, what did you expect? 2025, the Bears are here to stay. Blue and orange in the north leading the way.
Hey, good morning or early afternoon for you East Coasters. It's a War Week edition of Halas Hall Report pregame. Bears, Packers, flex game. Tom Brady calling it. Here we go, boys. Good morning. What you can unmute your mic now.
I don't want Mike to yell at me, but hey, good afternoon.
Bear down,
Bear
man.
down.
So here it is, the big game. And the game actually means something. Here we are in week 14, right? Week 13, whatever week it is, I lose track.
14, sir. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, and here we go. It's a flex. Look, both our games with the Packers have been flexed this year. This one's the NFC game of the week on Fox. And of course, the next meeting will be Sunday Night Football now. But big game. The division at stake. One of 3 such games across the NFL. The other 2, just for those interested, is Jacksonville and Indy. That one's for division. Both teams are 8-4, and then you got the Baltimore Pittsburgh game. Both teams are 6-6. So you got 3 really good games. And the nice thing, those other 2 games are in the early window. So while you're waiting for the Bears game, you've got some good AFC football to watch, where there's some stuff at stake there. Good morning, Chad. It's been a minute. What's up? And of course, Dan, good to see you, brother. How you feeling?
Good.
How you feeling,
Feeling
Dan?
better. I'll be going home in a couple of days, so
Nice.
Tuesday.
So is your room really a brick wall?
No.
Okay. But I'm glad you're feeling better, buddy. Go home and rest up, and
Definitely.
And then bear down, Mike. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm fine. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them days, huh?
Yeah.
Weather down here is not so great today. So yeah.
What is it? 75?
No, it's 52 and cold rain.
Ooh, wow.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
brutal
global
for Florida.
warming.
It's
Good
brutal
God.
for Florida, man.
Fucking heat wave.
The
Must
fucking
be nice to
government.
be in the
God
20s here.
damn it.
You know, at least I don't have to deal with snow. Anyway.
Don't even mention that.
The snow's melting over here in Bloomington.
I just had to
No.
shovel almost a foot.
There you go. That's what I was talking about. Mike had to hit the plow this morning. Oh,
That's
all right.
beautiful.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, there you go. Let's go. Bear down. So this is gonna be a fun game today.
Yeah.
Let me throw out one weird stat.
Where? Wow.
Yeah, we got Billy's in the house this morning too.
Wow.
There we go. Good morning, Billy.
They're all coming
No,
out.
we're getting them all in today.
They're all coming out.
So one strange fact. Now, granted, this is not the ability for this to happen. I think this may even be the first attempt at it. If the Bears win today, it'll be the first time in Bears history we've beaten the Packers twice in the same calendar year at Lambeau.
That'd be something.
Now, here's the thing, though. Good morning, Fred. Here's the thing, though. I think this might be the first time that's ever been a possibility in history because it's only been a thing since we've gone to this 18-week schedule where week 18 is in January. So last year we happened to play week 18 at Lambeau, and now we get them before week 18 in Lambeau. So it's not something that there's been a lot of opportunity to have happen, but it's still a funny little stat. This stat, though, that Mike dug out was pretty interesting. It's just the second time in Bears Packers history both teams are entering a December or January regular season matchup at least 5 games over 500.
Wow.
That one was pretty interesting. I thought back and I was like, well, what about 2010? Like, no, the Packers barely got in 2010. In fact, they got in because they beat the Bears in week 18. They weren't going to make the playoffs that year.
And you know what else would probably be another stat if we win today, and then we play them again in a couple of weeks, we would be 3-0 in 1 year. Come on now.
That would be a
Wow.
great stat. 3-0 in 1 calendar year, that'd be a great stat.
And tailgating in 2 weeks, Billy, will be interesting, wouldn't it be?
Oh, it's going to be interesting every game that's happening. It only gets better, man. Like I said,
Yeah, so
everybody
Billy,
all the woodwork, everybody comes out.
you were making Saturday plans to tailgate sometime Saturday to be determined. And now they're like, no, you got Sunday Night Football America. So
Saturday night, still the party
Saturday
starts
night.
early. It's
Saturday
going to be a
night.
long tailgate.
is that game Sunday night or Saturday night?
Saturday night.
It is Saturday night.
8:30.
So it's Saturday Night Football in America.
Yep.
I wonder who's going to be calling that game.
And I want to throw this out, Ken, too. It was interesting. I seen this stat, and everybody's like, Ben Johnson, this. It took him 12 games to get the 9 wins. It took Eberlu's 32 games to get the 9 wins. I think Ben Johnson's the answer.
So, I mean, let me go around the horn with that because, the preseason, I think everyone here made some kind of comment on Ben Johnson being the head coach. Let's wait and see. And I know my thing was I was worried that, okay, we knew he was a great OC, but was he going to be a guy who is just a great OC, like Fangio's a great DC but a bad head coach? Or was this guy going to be able to make the transition? I think he made the transition. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, definitely the transition. I mean, I had us winning 8 or 9 games. Last game of the year would be our total. I had no idea that after 12, 13 weeks, we would be 9-3 right now.
Yeah, what do you think, Bear Down, Mike?
I had us winning about 8 or 9 games. Now looking at the record, I think we can win 11.
And Browns, I think I got us sweeping.
What do you think, Billy?
Yeah, it definitely made a great transition, man. I mean, looking at the field, just seeing how the players, are on the sideline during the games, man. It's a big difference of what he did, man. I mean, it's great. Was I expecting us to be where we're at? No. I mean, I said if because I know we made moves with the line and everything, we made some moves. I said if we were playing decent and our offense was scoring, I believe, and I remember saying that we were definitely going to win about 10 games. But if it wasn't going to, that O-line wasn't going to be around, we were probably going to win 5.
How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I definitely said 10, 9. No more, though. I don't think anybody on the panel really said more than 10, honestly. But, I mean, the way things are going, 11 for sure. Never know.
Hell,
Yeah,
Because
none of us said we're going to be the number 1 seed.
I was in the 8 to 10 range, and now that we're at 9, I'm like, cool. We're playing with house money. You know, Woody and I were saying that a lot Wednesday night. That was our theme. We're playing with house money. We're 9-3. It's house money for me. Look, if the Bears end up winning only 10, as long as one of them is against the Packers, dude, it's a successful season. We'll double the win total. We'll have you know done what we can do. I said at the beginning of the year we were a dark horse playoff contender. We definitely are that right now. We're the number 1 seed. So yeah, no one had that on their book though, on their bingo card that we'd be the number 1 seed at this point. Okay, we're gonna get into that post a little early. Yeah, the prediction post up, Mike, on both Facebook pages.
just on Chicago Bears news, I've been posting it this year.
Okay, so on Chicago Bears news, put your score prediction. We're going to give them here a little bit later in the show. People start doing their predictions. If you score 100% correct, where are they winning this week, Mike?
I haven't said it was a Devin Hester hot auto for the past 5 weeks, but Woody bothered me for like a month, so I'm sending it to him.
Bought it.
I'm gonna think about Tyreek Stevenson's auto.
Okay. Yeah, save those. Oh, we already got coming in. So, yeah, we got 20 to 10 Bears there. We got Chad's coming in at 27-24. Look, I think Ben Johnson, the big thing about Ben Johnson, besides the play calling on offense, is a lot better. It's appropriate now. But it's been the culture that changed that you've seen in Chicago. There's a huge culture shift that happened with this team from last year to this year. We went from the Zen master to, serious. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the only way I can say about. I mean, dude, Ben. Here's Ben when you see his interception. Here's Ben when we score a touchdown. Here's Ben when we give up a touchdown.
Now show him in the locker room, Ken.
Ah!
Well, you gotta take your shirt off.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I'm not
Amazing.
taking my shirt off. You guys aren't getting free hot dogs, and I don't want to scare people. But I mean, that's the funny thing. Like Ben Johnson, like dare I say, like Jay Cutler, who we got slammed for not showing emotion, but I guess as a coach, that's a good thing. But he's like the whole game. It doesn't matter. He's just taking it in, making notes. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do next. He's not. It's like, damn, coach, I just scored. You still look like you're pissed off at me. Go score again. Okay. I mean, geez, yeah, big game day. So I like Ben Johnson, the culture shift that's happened in Chicago. His play calling has been great. They've been putting.
I like the coach is more about winning than his damn beard.
Yeah, I mean, what's great is like you look at last week, the way they ran. I mean, Jesus. I mean, he called the running plays right. They schemed well. They're playing into guys' strengths, not their weaknesses. Last week we see one trick play last week, and that was really not even a trick play. It's just a simple double reverse.
Craziness might happen.
So, let's see, Eric's got it. 27-17 Bears.
Huh.
So injury report. Let me hit the injury report up really quick before I forget. We start getting Packer fans to show up. So Dunze's out today with a foot. I'm fine with that. We got enough depth. He can miss a game. Tyreek Stevenson's out. I'm fine with that because, right now he's, between the 2 and the 3, there's not much of a difference, right? In fact, the 3 is leading the league in takeaways, so I'm good with that. Hippolyte out this week at linebacker, and that's it. Coming back this week, Billings, T.J. Edwards, Jalen Johnson, of course, is playing. Monangai is playing, even though he had an ankle injury that limited him practice.
Is Seward playing?
What now?
I'm sorry, not Seward, but Sewell.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me get down the list. Dominic Robinson off concussion playing. Noah Sewell. White, you were asking? Yep, he had a full practice all week. He is in. And Joe Tooney, of course, is in. He didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday, taking that old guy rest. And
He doesn't need to.
For the Packers, the big names that are out. Well, I'm going to do the questionables and the out. Questionables for them is Javon Ballard. Questionables, Brent Cox, Matthew Golden, Nate Hobbs, Jaden Reed are all questionable. Out for them today, Marshawn Lloyd, Colin Oliver, Lucas Van Ness, Savion Williams, and Devontae Wyatt.
I heard Reed is playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Reed is playing.
that's what I hear. Reed is playing.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just had him marked as questionable. I mean, we're going to get reports all the way up until about what? An hour before game time is when they really have to solidify who's in and who's out. This is just what the official reports are.
I'd be surprised if there's any more surprises as far as the injury list, as far as any of that goes. I think what we're seeing right now is what we're going to see come 3:30.
Yeah, I mean, some of the questionables will be probably a little bit closer to game time, right? Like, hey, yeah, I'm going to go, but let's just see if how tight it is before a game. You get some of that. All right, Mike, can you give me the banner? So there we go. Thank you. All right, so we got an interesting comparison. I mean, we're going to hear this all day. Love versus Jordan. I was surprised by how many passing yards, how close their passing yard comparison is. Because the last couple of weeks, Caleb hasn't had to throw a lot.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like it. It's really a super quiet 2,722 yards because of what we're doing on the ground.
And that's a funny thing. Because a couple of weeks ago, like I know Broski was on the rant this morning, but Broski was like, "Man, we got to get the running game." Bear down, Mike said, "Man, we got to get the running game." Like, guys, since week 4, we're the number 1 running team in the NFL. How much more do we need to get the running game going? It's already number 1.
Well, what's funny about that is all these weeks we were at 2 at 158.3. Now the other day I heard where we're at like 180, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, man.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, throw the love comparison back up though, real quick. So the yards were interesting, but then I look at the completion percentage. And I look at Caleb's at 58.1%. So Packer fans are gonna be like, oh, look how bad that is. But then you go back to last week, and I swear, you can take that down if you want, Mike. I swear that 58.1% is not it's a lie, and here's why. If you look at last week, over half of his incomplete passes were throwaways.
Right. Well, they did again have a few passes that were absolutely catchable that were dropped.
And the Bears actually, believe it or not, are way ahead of the Packers in how many balls they have dropped. The Packers have gotten really good about catching balls this year. Dorn pointed that out to me like last week or the week before. At that point, I think the Bears had 17 and the Packers had 6 drop balls. So we've had the drop ball issue, but like last week, you would see this, Billy. I'm sure you noticed it. Like that one play, he snapped it, he gets the ball, and he threw it right at someone's feet like instantly.
Yep.
Because he knew it was a busted play. I see a lot more of that from Caleb this year. What about you?
Oh, definitely, man. He's been making his smart decisions, but like I say, he has been overthrowing some people still, but he's been making good decisions.
Yeah, I look at the Minnesota game, like those 2 early, but then I always have to remember this when it comes to the long ball, and bear down, Mike, I'm sure you can weigh in on this. With the long ball, it's a timing thing, partially timing thing. So you got off the ball, 30, 40 yards downfield on those plays. If your wide receiver gets held up at all, good luck.
Play's busted. If your receiver gets held up at all, that's been the nice thing I've seen in a couple of breakdowns with Caleb and DJ Moore, where DJ Moore's turning and Caleb's already throwing the ball.
Yeah, the timing.
The timing's off. The wide receivers and Caleb are not on the same page. What amazes me is Caleb makes the difficult throws look easy, and the easy ones look hard.
Yep.
So, but some of those, Mike, have gotten better, like those over the middle routes. They're looking easier, right? Because I realize some of them, and it's funny because what games I'm watching, they had the same issue. Like, you think the receiver is going to sit, but he moves. And you're like, all right, so the next time you think he's going to be moving, and he sits, and so you miss the throw. Right. I mean, we saw a lot of that. Like, okay, sit, in the zone, you got to sit. They got to talk. Like, if it's the zone, I'm sitting. So sometimes I think that Caleb had made the right read, like, okay, it's a zone, sit, and the receiver move, whereas earlier in this, so I mean, that's still they're working that through, but a lot of teams, I saw that with established quarterbacks, well more established, where they've had that issue, and sometimes they get away with it, sometimes they don't, but I think that's getting better for Caleb.
Well, the other thing about Caleb and what I liked with what Ben Johnson said when he clarified, it isn't what he's doing statistically. Ben's like, throw out the window. I like what he's doing as far as procedure goes, as far as getting the play calls and getting everything in right. And the other thing I seen, and I think it's going to make a huge difference. Yeah, we're ranked 27th in defense right now, but the last 3 weeks we haven't played like the 27th ranked defense in football.
Well, yeah, this is that's a valid point, isn't it, guys? I mean, the rankings on what they are ranked at this point, it's good for the overall season. Hey, the Bears are number one in rushing in the NFL. Yeah, but that one's been sustained. But you look at like the defense, great call. Like, hey, they're ranked 27th. Yeah, but what were they ranked the last 3 games?
They didn't look like the 27th ranked
No.
defense against Philly, dude.
No, and it's
yeah,
like
I understand Philly's having problems right now, but the Bears looked really good against Philadelphia.
Well, we're also ranked very low because
all year
we
long.
don't ever have our full defense, our starters.
Well,
There's always somebody out.
It's like this comment Jonathan just made, right? Well, Green Bay was a lot tougher than you guys. I mean, when you saw us in week 2, since the week 2, we've run off a 9-1 record.
Yeah,
since you last saw us, Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
somehow the fact that we went 9-1 is just yeah, we could do that if we wanted to. Well, if you wanted to, well, we could do that if we wanted to and have. You haven't. I get that. I get that a lot of the schedule hasn't been top tier teams, but we played Pittsburgh, who was first. We played Philadelphia, who was first in the last 2 weeks, back to back.
When you look at when we played Washington, they were still the team when we played the Commanders.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels was still playing quarterback.
Yeah, they were the team, and people forget that. Well, yeah, but now look at their record. Yeah, but who started that losing streak for them? We did.
It's just, dude. It's like they say, you guys haven't beat anybody at 500 or better. Weren't the Cowboys 500?
So
nope.
let me address Jonathan. But we had an easy schedule. Okay, you know what the difference in the Bears schedule, the Lions schedule, the Packers schedule, and the Vikings schedule is?
3 non-conference teams.
Yeah,
Carolina.
So, like in the South, we each got someone different. In the NFC West, we each got someone different, and then we each got someone different in a random game. That's it.
We got San Francisco. We've got Cleveland.
No, everyone got Cleveland.
Well, everybody got the AFC North.
We got the Saints in the NFC South, right?
And then San Francisco.
And then we got San Francisco, and then we got a rando game, which was different.
Go Pack, go all day. That's
yeah, we had the easier schedule, but they also had easy teams, and they lost to those easy teams.
Yeah, that's the other thing that they don't like to talk about, dude.
Well, there's only one team that swept the NFC East and the North, and that's
Well, here's the question: How many first place teams does the Packers beat?
Well, we go a step further. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, New England's so great." New England's had an easier schedule than the Bears.
New England hasn't played anybody. I mean, they beat Buffalo. They beat Buffalo, and they beat a couple of other good AFC teams. But the majority of their schedule is dog shit.
I like Fred.
Yeah,
Fred's an awesome Lions fan, by the way, and he's just a good football guy overall. But he's right. It doesn't matter who you play. You still got to beat those teams. And look, in the NFL, when 70% of the games in an NFL season are one-score games, that means there's parity. And you beat the teams you're supposed to beat. And if you can, and look, I love what Caleb said after the Raiders game. We'd love to win by 20. It's a lot of fun. But what's great about winning games like this is we know we can win them. And that mentality and that mindset to me is a lot more important than winning every game by 20.
Yep.
Knowing that you can win close games. Because you know what? Hey, Billy, how many times have we seen teams where they win by 20, by 20, by 20, and then they get to a close game, they're like, oh, I don't know if we can win this. And
Yeah.
because of that, they don't.
Oh yes, plenty. Saw plenty of that.
Well, I think what's good, something's got to give today. You know, Bears have the most turnovers. Green Bay has the least turnovers giving up. So
Hey, Woody,
which
why do
one's
they have the least now, though? What happened to the team that used to have the least?
What's that?
No idea. How about telling
They
me?
lost to the Bears last week.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Philadelphia doesn't turn over the ball, and they did.
No, they
I
don't.
mean-
Yeah, Jalen Hurts doesn't throw interceptions either.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts before the game when they asked him about it, he said, well, we're the best team in the NFL about not turning the ball over. And then he throws a pick and gets the ball stolen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just-
we stopped their rear push.
yeah, we stopped the tush push, and then the Sean Wright just went up to fucking Jalen Hurts and was like, "Let me hear,
Give me that.
let me rip the fucking ball out of your hands," and it was all over.
Yeah, I think he's right. Only
Two North teams are going to make it. You know, earlier in the year, it was said that maybe we could put in 4, but as the season's gone on, Minnesota's proven that they're not ready to join the party.
And the thing about the Lions, I don't want to spend too much time on these other teams, but the thing about the Lions is they did good against the Cowboys, which means now they're going to shoot themselves in the foot.
Well, no,
Next week, watch.
Detroit. I mean, there's a lot of injuries there, dude. There's
Injuries, coaching changes. I mean, but they're up and they're down.
They're up, they're down. They're up, they're down.
It's going to be really hard to send 3.
The
NFC West has got easy
and let's be serious right now, since we can be in the 12th week here. We pretty much have Detroit's offense on our team.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, here's the thing.
Look at our stats, except for like our passing stats. We mirrored Detroit the last 2 years.
Hey, Billy, here's something that I know at the beginning of the year you would have not thought I'd be saying this to you. We control our own destiny for the playoffs.
Yep.
Yes, we do. Got to win them out, man. Get every home game.
It's a while to say. It feels so good.
So
it does feel so good to say.
Billy, you have a unique perspective because of the tailgate, right? So you go to the first tailgate, week 1, Monday Night Football, and then then you go to the Cowboys game, and so on. How has the mood changed at the tailgate as far as the pessimism or optimism for every home game that you've done so far?
Be honest, Billy. Be honest. Cowboys game. Come on, be honest.
The Cowboys game.
The tailgate.
Which was that? With the one that you were here?
Absolutely, sir. Very good answer.
Nah, but like I say, with us winning, it's a big difference there. I mean, the crowds get bigger, but it's just, it's just the atmosphere is just something. It's awesome, dude. Like I say, everybody's there, everybody's talking Bears, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, we got this. This is our win. It's an easy win, but it's something, man." Like I said, it's
so
just.
Have you started to hear Super Bowl talk down at the tailgate lately?
No.
Oh, of course I've heard that, but you got to bring that down. Be like, hey, don't think too far ahead. It's just like, let's enjoy it.
I imagine a parking lot's got to be kind of like a concert.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a big jam down there, man. It's awesome, man. Like I say,
I get the Super Bowl talk, right? I can understand the mentality why some fans are starting to talk it, because every week we're told. Now they're being told, well, you might make the playoffs, but you're not a Super Bowl team, right? You're not Super Bowl ready. Well, my 2 questions are, 1, what is Super Bowl ready? And some people actually do formulate a decent answer for that. And 2, it's like, you know what? Every week we're told you're going to lose. This week, the Packers are going to beat you by 6.5. You're not going to win. You can't go to Lambeau. You can't win. And we were told last week, you're going to get steamrolled by Philly. You can't win. The week before that, you're going to lose that game. You can't win. And every week, what have they done? Over the last 10 games, 9 of the last 10 games, they've gone out and actually won the game that everyone said, you can't win. So, Billy, I get it. I understand why Bears fans are starting to say, we can win the Super Bowl. But what's the mantra of this team? Tell us we can't. We're going to show you we can.
Yeah, and not only that, like I said, all those games that were close, that we're so used to losing.
Yeah,
winning those games. And it's just like, we always said if we just won those games, the games that we should have won, we're winning them. So it's just like, all right, there's a big difference there. Like I said, and this run game, and it's just like I say, if we get that defense healthy enough again, it's just like, okay, let's get let's get the defense healthy when we need it, and let's make a push because we see what we got. Yeah, there's still more improvement with our quarterback, but we see what we got. We got something. You just got to keep it rolling.
And bear down Mike real quick. Bear down Mike in terms of Caleb. Like I go back to that. I think a turning point for some of the Caleb doubters and Bears in the Bears fan base has to be after that game and you that's right, you too, Billy. After his comments after the Raiders game, like we're learning we can win. If it's a close game, we can win it. And that mentality shift in Caleb, because you didn't hear that out of Caleb last year, right? You would hear, well, this, that, but Mike, now you're hearing out of Caleb, like, look, if it's close, we're winning it. I think that little paradigm shift in their way of thinking, Mike, has a huge role in the Bears' success this year.
Right, yeah. So we can show we can win shootouts. We did it with the Bengals.
Yeah.
We can win those close games. The Bears are the type of team you don't want them having the ball last to win the game. We've proven that already.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, Caleb does have. Caleb does have 5 fourth quarter comebacks this year, which is amazing because compared to last year, Caleb Williams, I don't know, some people or most people didn't think he was the answer, so they don't want the ball last.
And of course, real quick, guys, hold on, let me welcome to the show A-Dub, who's a very good Packers fan, very analytical guy. Welcome, A-Dub. How are you doing today?
Doing okay, gentlemen.
Be nice, A-Dub. Be nice.
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
Trust me, Woody, it's not going to be that kind of show for me. I mean, I just answered y'all invite to come on here since it's War Week, but
I never worry about A-Dub being nice. Like A-Dub doesn't go off the rails, man.
I don't know. A-Dub yells at me. It get kind of hurtful.
Yeah, right, man.
I've never seen A-Dub yell.
No. A-Dub's like Ben Johnson. One emotion, that's it. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Woody. Are you on that Caleb train yet or what?
Oh man, I'm getting there.
I'll let you know, bro. I got my money, dude. I'm in line, brother. I'm waiting to get on that motherfucker. I'm there.
I'm at the station still getting my ticket. I'm still
in line, dude. I'm in line.
Hey, I got a Caleb jersey on today, so we're all I'm on that one. A-Dub, what's your feel on where the Bears are with Caleb this year, the way they're winning games, the mentality of this team? Where are you at?
When it comes to what I've seen Chicago do, I will admit one thing. I didn't see them going this far. Like, personally, I knew I was already certain of the idea the Bears could have a turnaround this year from where they were, especially when it came to the transition of Ben Johnson as their coach. I was certain the Bears could have a turnaround, but just not in this kind of fashion. And
hey, Mike,
for Caleb,
welcome Rob to the show as well. Mike, can you please throw up the comparison again one more time of Caleb and Love? I mean, it's an interesting comparison, and I love it. Like we already got Packers fan. Well, he's going to throw 2 picks today. We got to get rid of the banner, please. There we go. Look at these guys. Both of them are really good on not turning the ball over. Right. Between the two of them, they have 8 turnovers. Between the two of them this year, there are quarterbacks that had that by week 2.
There are quarterbacks that have that right now.
Yeah, I mean, Ken, who I co-host the morning show with, we did a comparison the other day off air. The two of us just talking. We looked at Love, Caleb, and the guy up in Detroit. And look, the comparables between all 3 are interesting, and all 3 are leading in one category or another. But when it came down to it, the top 2 quarterbacks in this division, if you just go by straight leading statistical categories, are Caleb and Jordan. Like it's so close. We're like, it's almost a coin toss. It's so close. They both have that ability to lead their team at the end of the game. They they really both don't make glaring mistakes, like really bad interceptions. They've had some, like the only thing I'm concerned with Caleb's interceptions are two of them have been from guys making phenomenal defensive plays on the line, batting the ball down to themselves, right? We saw it last week in Philly. We saw it with Max Crosby way back when, but for the most part, these guys are both pretty solid as far as ball protection. And then they both have had interceptions where I think the interception belonged more to the receiver than the quarterback. I'm sorry, but if the ball hits you in the hands and then you don't catch it and it becomes an interception, that's on you.
That's
not
on the receiver.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, the NFL doesn't put an asterisk next to interceptions explaining those out. So
Can I say something right quick here, and I'll let you guys. I'll let you go ahead and continue. The thing about Jordan Love and Caleb Williams is, first off, Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck you, Rob.
Caleb Williams' favorite quarterback growing up and who he most models his game off of is Aaron Rodgers.
No, I mean, I said this way back when the Packers drafted Love, they did it right. They did their quarterback replacement like an NFL team should.
Oh yeah,
you draft a guy, you let him sit for a year or two and learn. And the Packers definitely did it right. The Bears are like every other team in the NFL. Will draft the guy early and throw him right in from the jump.
Well, I got a question for Packers fans. I'm going to go back to this comment because I respect Ben Johnson, what he's doing, turn his team down. I respect Matt LaFleur. So I'm going to bring this up. Do you guys believe this right now, Packers fans?
Matt LaFleur being our biggest weakness to a certain degree, because some of us have had our questions about how he coaches a game at times, and he could be part of the reason why we have lost some this year when it came to questionable play calling on offense at times. But at the same token, he can actually we coach just as well too. Like, it's just some cases where Matt LaFleur is not as aggressive as we want him to be in certain situations. Like, you got one of those coaches who will coach a game trying to coach not to lose as opposed to being more aggressive, coaching to beat the team in front of them. Matt LaFleur has had some games like that.
Yeah, Rob. First off, Rob. I'm sorry, A-Dub. Go ahead.
No, that was me. I was going to ask Rob his opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rob. First off, welcome to the show. Secondly, I remember a certain part of the season where, like, on the morning show, Ken and even A-Dub were like, "Hey, if we lose this game, like, we're going to start talking about LaFleur, right?" Because there were some games like in the middle of the season where you guys had lost, like the Cleveland game. You guys were like, "What the hell, Matt?" And it's like, so I heard a little bit of indecision, not indecision, but some rumblings. How's that changing in Green Bay in terms of LaFleur being maybe the weakness, or is that still there, or is it rebound?
I mean, he always, every year, he does something to get the fans all irked or whatever. I mean, every coach does, I think. But yeah, he shows it moments like especially time management where he's clueless. It looks like he doesn't make the right calls. He's playing for a tie instead of a win, which I don't like that. I mean, he's shown that he can coach very well in this league. 3 13-win seasons. I mean, no other coach has done that. I mean, he's got some good stuff behind it. But yeah, no, I question it too. Is if he would have lost to the New York Giants, I mean, we almost lost to them, man. He'd have lost. I would have seriously questioned it because some of the play calling was, questionable. Turn Jordan Love loose. Like every year, I think he's like, I got all these toys. I don't know what to do. Should I play him? Should I not? He's worried he's going to break them. Whatever. Let's go, bro.
Robert, do you think he trusts Jordan?
Yes, I think he does.
That was really my question.
I think he does. Last week he showed he turned loose.
Question. It's just a question on how he likes to run his offense. Like, much of it is centered around us running the football more so than passing. And that's where Packer fans will have their complaints, like, let Jordan Love do more in the passing game as opposed to making us one-dimensional to the run with Josh Jacobs.
Well,
the one thing I've always said about LaFleur, and I said it coming into the season, is like LaFleur always put Green Bay, he's a good coach, and put Green Bay in good position. like even though they don't have the best wide receivers name rec wise in the league, where you guys would go, oh yeah, Green Bay's got this great receiving core that you need to be looking out for. They produce great numbers. Why? Because Matt LaFleur would always put them in position to be successful. And I was wondering, like, did that maybe slip off this year? Is he not doing that anymore? Because when you know what I'm saying, it just felt different listening to some of the Packer fans when we were talking about LaFleur, because I always thought, look, he gives them an advantage because he knew how to put his guys in position to win. And that was the thing that made LaFleur such a special coach. I'm wondering if that's still not, if that's not the case anymore.
It is. I mean, last season much of our issues came down to drops. Like the group of receivers we have now, last season they had a lot of drops, and some of those guys have pretty much cleaned that part of their game up this year.
You guys are doing better than the Bears in that regard, A-Dub. I mean, Dorn showed me that stat like a week or two ago, and I was shocked. Like the Bears had like 17 drops, the Packers had like 6. I was like, well,
yeah. And part of that has to, and most of those drops usually came from two guys who are actually doing better this year. One of them guys being Dontavian Wicks. He had Wicks, who had that great game against Detroit. Like he is no longer having drop issues like he did last season. Him and supposedly we Romeo Dobbs. Like if I remember, both of those guys had the most drops on our team last season, and they did enough to clean it up this year.
It's because of the helmet cover.
Rob, I know today's weather freaking cold. Look at this, Rob. Today's weather in Green Bay is going to be something, right? This is Bears Packers weather. It's going to be like what?
Yeah,
John said
they just had somebody just posted the weather. It's 17 mile an hour winds and a 15-degree temperature. I've seen places.
So let me go to where I was going with this, though.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry,
Rob. With this game, do you see a lot of passing from either Caleb or Jordan, or is this going to be a run game?
Well, I think it's going to be mostly run. I mean, depending on the winds, we'll determine. But you can't go away from the pass. I mean, at least the check down passing is going to be there still. I mean, short passes, but. I don't know. When you air it out, it's you're running the risk of maybe getting an interception. I mean, we'll see. This is what
perhaps the check down and intermediate routes in this kind of weather will be the safest passes to go about in this one.
Well,
yeah, like Billy. I mean, we saw last week, Billy, with the wind in Philly, how it affected the pass game for Caleb and Jalen. I expect, look at. I mean, the good thing about that game is Caleb learned a little something last week about throwing in the wind, right? Having those game conditions. I think today's a big run-heavy game. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely going to go with the run, man. We got to go with our double backs. I mean, and we get that run game going on, that play action. That's going to look pretty good. But I think we'll get them with our tight ends as well.
I don't know, man. The Packers are one of the best teams against the Russian football, dude.
I'm just going to run away from Parsons.
Well, and
I would run towards him. Actually, I would run towards him.
Nah, they're going to double him, and everything's going to go away from him.
Well, that's what I brought up in the beginning of the show. I mean, whoever's by him has got to chip him. I don't care. I know he's going to be on Ozzy probably. I know Michael moves all over the place, but he's going to be on Ozzy. But like, say if Loveland's over there, if he goes out for a pass, you got to chip him. You got to chip him.
You're going to see a lot of double tight ends.
Hey, was Dorn going to the game today when he was driving?
No, I don't think he's going to.
No, Dorn's in a blind.
He's in a tree stand. He's going to a tree stand.
Dorn's in the deer blind until 3 o'clock.
I was also wondering what he spiked the Coke bottle with, but he didn't respond to that. Look, I think it's going to be a run game. And last week, the Bears played a really good defensive line, too, and moved them around. The question is going to be, I think both teams are going to be hitting the run hard. It's just which running back duo is going to be able to sustain the run better throughout the game. I mean, look, this is December football. This is what the NFC North does.
Yeah.
You want to win, you run. And I agree with Rob. I think it's a lot of checkdowns today. And for Green Bay, it really hurts that you've lost your best tight end. That makes that a little bit harder. But they still got Romeo Dobbs. I mean, if you can't find that big ass freaking helmet, I know we got a picture of it somewhere.
The shit color helmet. Hopefully they're wearing.
Jaden
No,
Reed's back too, man. Jaden Reed's back. That's our guy. That's our guy.
I know.
You know, I mean, Romeo Dobbs has a helmet so big you can see it from Mars. So
He's got that
Jordan
cap
Love has
thing
no
going,
excuse.
dude.
Yes,
But,
Monongai is playing today. Go Packers.
He is.
But one cannot forget about Christian Watson. Like he's pretty much proven himself to be our top receiver since he's recovered from that ACL injury he suffered in January. Like since he came back, he's been one of our most productive guys out there, Christian Watson.
Isn't he the go long guy though? In this weather,
Yeah,
with the wind and stuff.
Yeah, that potential deep threat, but he's pretty much been cleaning up. But since he's came back, he's done more than just be our deep threat. Like he's pretty much clean. Like one of the issues he had when he first came into the league was an unpolished route tree, which he's pretty much fixed during his time with us.
Yeah, Woody, I would think today.
So he's not gonna. So my thing is, you're not gonna just see him on the deep balls. You'll see him take on some intermediates and check downs as well.
Yeah, Woody, today I think you would have to be, for both offenses, you're going to have to be creative, right? Because this is a game with the weather. You know that both teams are going to run. The pass game is going to be limited, so it's going to be, you know, if it's windy, it's going to limit certain things. You would think both coaches, LaFleur and Ben, are going to have to get creative in the pass game.
Yeah, maybe I said in the beginning of the week that the probably Ben, he only had one, not negative, but trick play, but we don't call it a trick play. I said we'll probably have 3, but depends on the weather, the wind. So we might have to do some, you know, double reverses or end arounds and stuff like that. But yeah, today is the run game. It's got to be creative, and we got to win the running game. And they have Jacobs and Wilson. Wilson's been coming along as well. And plus, we saw what Monongai and Swift did last week to the Eagles' offensive line. The holes were just fucking amazing. So yeah, got to make those same holes today.
Well, that was the offensive line that all got game balls last week.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
This is a great comment right here.
I'm sorry. When you move guys 5 to 6 yards backwards off of where they're supposed to be, that's just. I mean, you're road grade motherfuckers, and all you like the one cutback keep on showing. They had all those people moved all the way off to the left. Swift took the ball, went right, and there was nobody there.
Yep.
You know, this is a great comment, though. You know, both these teams are different than that we saw at the beginning.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You know, huge difference. And this is the thing that Dorn's, I guess, saying the wind's not going to be, it's calm right now. We'll see how it is in a couple hours. If it's calm, then we'll probably see a lot more of the deep passing game for both teams. But, you know, this is that time of year where everyone's like, yeah, but look at when the Lions beat you. It's like, dude, that was week 2. That was like, how many months ago? That feels, in NFL terms, it was centuries ago. It feels like.
In NFL terms, it might as well.
And I know the beginning of the year, but that comeback by Minnesota on week 1 is very important right now, or we'd be fucked.
Yeah, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, I heard you. Whoever's having.
Hey, real quick, we got about 12 minutes left. So let me remind a couple people. Mike, you'll throw it up. To go make their predictions. If you go to Mike the Bear Fan, put your score prediction in. If you get the score prediction correct, as in you call it to the number. So not if it's 32-10 and you've said it was going to be 32-11, you don't win. But go there. If you get the final score correct, you're going to win a Bears autograph. I think it might be a Tyreek Stevenson this week. And let's get to some predictions really quick. So I'll go around the horn, and I'll start with our guest. Or I'll just go from bottom up from the way it looks on my screen. So, bear down, Mike. Give me your prediction for the game today.
2017 Bears.
A-Dub?
27-20 Green Bay.
Rob?
24-17 Packers.
White?
27-24 Chicago.
Mike the Bear Fan.
24-23 Bears.
Woo! All right. Now we come to the interesting ones. Billy.
27-17 Bears.
Woody.
Well, I'm commentating the game, so I can't really give you my prediction. But I always said in the beginning of the year, it's going to be a home and home split. So I said 27-21 Packers. I want that. I'm not paying for this fucking pitcher. I'm earning it.
Woody, don't come
So-
back to my tailgate. Don't ever come back to my tailgate.
The Bears game, I said home and home, man. Jesus Christ.
I don't want to hear it.
So here's the thing. The NFL has done this with all three of these big games are a division lead changing games. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Chicago, Green Bay, and Indy and Jax. We all play this week, and then 2 weeks from now. All three of these matchups we have today, we get again here in just a very short time. And I hate that the NFL did this. It's great drama for them right now because we have 3 games right now that where the division league could change.
Are you
I hate
serious?
that we all got two games within 3 weeks.
Yep.
It's really hard to sweep a team that close together with games being that close together. You know, it's harder. It's harder enough to beat a team twice in a year or they're 8 weeks apart. Even harder when it's 3 weeks apart. That being said, though, I think the Bears. I'm going to go the inverse of what Woody said. I think it's more of an away victory. I think the Bears go in the Lambeau today, and they'll get the victory. My score, I'm going to go with 27-24 Chicago.
Yes.
You know, I don't think
I said that.
What now?
Hey, you can't pick his score.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me change my score then. All right, so we'll go.
Whoa, wait up. Whoa, White.
Final, final.
Here's the thing. White, do you post on Chicago Bears News your prediction?
I do not think so.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Ken,
don't
keep your
either, so
score.
It really doesn't matter.
So
Yeah.
keep that score. So go ahead and keep that score because
I have. Well, I could use a Tyreek Stevenson, but yeah, I'm not. Dorn, of course, has it 31-17, showing the delusionalness of Green Bay fans who think
Wow.
they're going to blow the game. Like,
Thought it-
here, you know,
Homer.
look at 31-14. I mean, that's just not realistic.
that isn't
that's-
real at all, dude.
I mean, look, it's not to say it couldn't happen. I mean, weird things
It
do happen.
can.
It can.
I
happen.
don't see a blowout.
It can happen. But isn't there a weird stat somewhere that says we haven't allowed so many points all year long?
I mean, look, if
Yeah.
outside of week 2, you know, really,
Outside
I
of
mean,
which we gave 54.
like, well,
Gave
look,
up
at some of these guys who are saying the Bears are going to get steamrolled today are the same guys who said we get steamrolled against the Bills. So, look, I expect a great game. I mean, this should be a classic Bears Packers game today.
But Billy, I still be rooting for the Bears today, buddy. I'm just telling
You better
you.
be. And before I get out of here, because I got to say it here with some Packer fans on here, just because how our season's going, and this is what I'm going to believe because I'm a Bears fan. I'm at every game. I'm there, win or lose. This year, we got the Pope here in Chicago. We've been winning all our games that we've been losing. We already won 1 game in Lambeau in 2025 so far.
Oh boy.
This is going to happen. This has never happened before. It's going to happen. We're going to win 3 games in Lambeau in 1 year.
And you call John
Not
Jordan
in Lambeau, 2 in Lambeau. We're going to go 3-0 for the season. Don't tell me you guys would hate on that. I would never want to hear anything from you guys, but
Thank
wow.
you so much.
Hey, Rob, you know what the thing though? I wouldn't look at. You weren't on. You and A-Dub weren't on yet, but like, this is the weird stat. If the Bears win today, it'll be the first time in their history they've beaten the Packers at Lambeau twice in the same calendar year. Now, look, here's a caveat to that, though, Rob. What year did we start playing regular season games in January? Right? Like,
Yeah.
It's only been like the last 7 years or so. So that means there was only 7 possible years where this could have happened. And really, last year was the first time we played each other in January in a regular season game. So take that stat for what it is. But the Bears could do it first between the Bears and the Packers. I mean, they could.
Talk
Yeah,
about beating us 3 times in Lambeau in the same year is not possible because this is only
Yeah, I switched it
because-
up. I had two games. I'm talking about 3-0 for the season. That would be
he's saying
something.
if the Bears were to
Okay.
sweep this season,
Billy,
3
look at
times in 1 calendar year.
look at
And
look
let's
at
be
Bears.
honest, there's been no opportunity for either team to do that until this year.
Exactly.
Hey, Billy, look at Barry's comments. Says we need Jesus. Isn't the Pope pretty damn close?
That's there, baby. That's there. And like say, I was there in 2010 when that first Bears Packers NFC Championship game. I had to sit through that loss. That was an amazing game to be in. I got to sit through that.
Hey, I
so
don't
now,
want to
hopefully, I get to see 3-0 for the year against in 1 year. That'd be great.
I don't want you to bring that
The
up.
Bears have beat 3 teams with a winning record.
That year, the E-Girls played the Packers in the playoffs. I hate the Eagles. Everybody knows that. So I said the Packers would win, and Packers did, and they came back and smoked us.
I'll always remember that season, man. That was a great season, and I just can't. I had to sit through that. I was so upset because everybody sold their seats around me, and I'm like, I was surrounded by Packer fans.
But hey, rest assured, it was a Super Bowl winning team that you lost to. Thank you.
And it was. Like I said, I got to give it to them. Like I said, they came in and they did their shit. I had to see it. And I had to watch it.
And we go back to something we talked early was like with some Bears fans talking Super Bowl. Rob brings up a great point. That 2010 Packers team, dude, they get into the playoffs. Why? Because they win the final regular game
against us, I believe.
Game of the year against us, and they get in. And then they take a very improbable path.
They went away every game and won every game away.
As long as you get in the playoffs,
every road game.
That's what I'm saying. Like people say, well, they're not a Super Bowl ready team. Was the 2010 Packers team a Super Bowl ready team when you were in the season? No. Once you get to the playoffs,
to be fair, Chris Conte was playing someone way the fuck in front of where that pass went.
Man.
Because he's sure the fuck wasn't.
Look, he's still making excuses for it all this time.
We have a couple minutes, but like the NFL is strange though. It's usually the hottest team going into the playoffs. Could be a wild card team. I just hope the Bears aren't getting hot at the wrong time.
I think they're getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah, I go back to what Ben was saying. Ben's been look. I have no reason to doubt Ben Johnson because pretty much what he said would happen has been happening. He said, "Look, we're going to start playing. We will start to play our best football in December." Well, Ben, it's December, so let's see if Ben was right again.
And go Pack, go
5-0 in November.
And go Pack, go! You couldn't beat the Eagles in Philly, so I don't want to hear that shit. Okay.
We went 5-0 in November.
I know you guys swept Detroit. Congratulations, whatever. But you guys couldn't beat the She-Eagles in Philly. So stop bringing up the weak ass teams we played. It's the NFL. You guys played the teams as well. You tied the Cowboys when we fucking waxed them. Because I was there, right, Billy?
There's a lot of respect on this panel because, man, Rob really wants to say something right now, and A-Dub's quiet.
I mean, bro, you guys, you lost to Detroit. They put a 50 burger on. We swept them. I mean, that was week 2. About the Cowboys.
Who cares?
That was
like preseason.
That was in week 2, man.
That was week 2.
Exactly.
That's still preseason.
We went through that, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, how many teams in the North swept the NFC East? One. I mean, look, these are fun arguments, right? But they're not the best football arguments.
Because I live in Pennsylvania. That's why we fucking swept them. That's why.
Got 2 games.
I don't want to hear they're not the best team either, dude. You know what? They're still 8-4, dude. Even after we beat them, they're still leading in the NFC East after we beat them.
Well, who can't win the NFC East?
Pittsburgh's the same way. They're still leading the AFC North, even after we beat them. I don't care that they're 500. Oh, and there's another thing. Someone keeps on saying, "Oh, we only beat 2 winning teams." No, dude. The Commanders were 3-2 when we played them, and we beat them. So back the fuck off.
Well, you know what I like about this is what I like to say about the Commanders. We did to the Commanders what they did to us last year. We ended their season.
Yes.
So don't forget, we got about 30 seconds left. Please go make your predictions at Mike the Bear fan. He really wants me to tell you this about 20 times a day during the show.
I never heard nothing like that.
Quick, I want to thank hold on. I want to thank Billy for being on. Rob, of course, A-Dub, the White, Bear fan Mike, who was on, and of course, Mike the Bear fan Woody. Thank you guys all for being here today. Thank you, everyone in the comments. There are a lot of comments to try to get through. Sorry if we didn't get through them all. I think we got through almost all of them. Guys, enjoy what should be another classic Bears Packers rivalry game in a week where you've got 3 great games to watch, 2 of them in the early window, and then ours now the flex to the afternoon window. So yeah, everyone enjoy the game. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow morning on Kinnick in the morning to talk about what happened today.
What time in the morning, brother?
Everyone enjoy. Bear down.
What time in the morning, man?
10
Go
a.m.
get better, baby. Go get better.
Thank you.
Yep. See y'all tomorrow morning. Bear down.
Better best.
Enjoy the